In this video, we will tell you 10 things that INFJ fear the most. Also, just because you are an INFJ doesn't mean you will automatically have these same fears. Your fears may be different, or you may have confronted a lot of your fears and be free of them by now. So don't take offense if you don't share these fears. This is just part 1 of a study on the 16 types and what majority of them mention as their biggest fear. Before the video starts, make sure to subscribe to our channel, and now let's go to the video. 1. Insanity. Insanity came up as a fear far more frequently among IN personality types. IN types have such strong imaginations and look so deeply into hidden meanings and connections that, for some, they feel that their faith in reality may be a little more skeptical than what most people believe. It also could be that because IN types are so heavily immersed in their own thoughts and mental functions, they fear the loss of that far more than most people would consider. 2. The supernatural. Out of the 10 types that were surveyed, INFJs mentioned fear of the supernatural far more than other types. INFJs are known for being very spiritual in nature, whether that spirituality is religious or personal. This may cause them to have a much stronger belief in the supernatural world. While INFJs tend to avoid a lot of superstitions, they have great respect for the unknown and what could be. 3. Their own imagination. INFJs have extremely rich and vivid imaginations. They spend a lot of time in their heads, analyzing and predicting. However, sometimes their imaginations can get the best of them. Because INFJs have such strong introvert intuition, they frequently form insights and future-oriented visions. They put a lot of faith in these beliefs, ideas or gut feelings, almost more so than the faith they put in the sensory world. As for this reason, their own imagination is one of the things they fear the most. 4. Darkness. While many INFJs can enjoy stargazing or a nighttime hike in the woods, they also mention a deep fear of dark spaces in their homes. Getting up in the night and using the bathroom might take their minds wander to all things that could be lurking in dark corners or empty rooms of their homes. They tend to fill in the dark spaces in their homes with terrifying ideas and images from their imagination. 5. Humanity's potential for evil. INFJs crave a world where equality, compassion, and freedom reign. When they are inundated by news of injustice, corruption, and cruelty, they start to feel emotionally connected to all the pain around them. It can be difficult for them to detach from all the struggles that people encounter at the hands of others. It can feel impossible to focus or find their strong sense of vision and purpose when they know others are in pain or being treated unfairly. 6. Death or loss of children. While nearly every type mentioned the loss of loved ones to some degree, INFJs were unique in that they specifically mentioned the loss of their children. While other groups mention losing someone in my family, or the loss of someone I love, or losing my spouse, INFJs were the only ones, by a majority, specifically mentioned the loss of children and not a general loss of loved ones. 7. Phone calls. More than 1/3 of the INFJs that were interviewed mentioned phone calls as a serious cause of anxiety and worry. Whether it was making a phone call or receiving an unexpected phone call, they much preferred the written correspondence to the phone, unless they were talking to a very close friend or family member. 8. Crowds. INFJs easily become overstimulated in large crowds of people. They tend to absorb the emotions of the people around them, and they also have inferior extroverted sensing, which makes a lot of commotion specifically difficult and strenuous for them. While this may be more of a stress-related fear than a cause of real terror, it certainly was mentioned a lot. 9. Ghosts. While a few INFJs especially mentioned not believing in ghosts, and others believed but were not afraid of them, there was still a considerable number that feared their existence quite strongly and even shared their experiences with the interviewer. 10. Abandonment. INFJs are notorious for having a difficult time trusting others. They read between the lines so fluently and look for hidden meanings so frequently that they take everything with a grain of salt, almost without realizing it, because they are the smallest minority, making up only 1% of the population. They also tend to feel a little alienated throughout much of their lives. Many INFJs, when speaking of their fears, cited fear of abandonment alongside a fear of opening up to others and allowing themselves to be loved unreservedly. Do these fears bother you, or do you disagree? Share your thoughts with other viewers in the comments. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.